Hey guys, well this is the other half of the, remember I had the video out going to pick this bike up. Needed extensive work, new tires, new brake shoes, bored cylinder 50 over, rebuilt carb. I don't like that carb though. It's wore out. It's not doing well. The other problem is I have a lot of smoke, and I'm not sure if it's caused by the carb or I'm burning a lot of oil. It's weird. I had to completely rewire. There's some of my handiwork. I even put my high and low high beam there, and waiting on a chain. I got the side cover, but I'm gonna mill the slots out so you can, looks like it's lightened up and sporty looking. Don't laugh at my seat. That's as good as I can do. That's the first time I tried to upholster a seat, and I actually kept the back of a Honda cap of the seat. There was not much left of the seat pan. I had to change the light bulb. The stoplight works, but the running light doesn't. I completely stripped all the stuff off the shock so you can see the shock. Buffed out the exhaust pipe. Changed the position of the coil. It's right there instead of buried inside. It was a virtual horrible mouse nest inside. Just so much mouse poop and feces, and this was loaded. I drilled these holes through just to kind of give it a sporty custom look. The gas tank is fiberglass, but there's a plastic tank inside. This is just a faux tank. And I also kind of drilled some holes and put a mesh in there, wire mesh, to cool the rear brake down. Let's see what else. Cleaned up the front brake, put new brake pads in. Redid the front brake. Put a low handlebars on it, little lower bull horns. I think they're aluminum. Yeah, they are aluminum. Had the whole. It was the biggest mouse nest. This was encrusted inside, all chewed up. I had to rewire everything inside this bucket. It was a mess. It does run, like I said, but it's not running like I want it to. But I'm hoping to maybe pick up a new carb. I like the way I have another CT90 that has one of the Asian carbs on it, and it runs pretty good. It's just this, I think this carburetor is just so wore out. What happens a lot of times is they're porous, and they'll literally fuel suck through the body of the carburetor, and it'll run real rich. And new hoses. I changed the way normally the capacitor or the condenser is right here. Normally it's connected to the coil itself. They have it there instead of there. Normally this routes between. I just have it running this way. I don't know. It's cleaner. New grips, new throttle. new front brake lever, and yeah, the light actually works nice now. So if you're interested, let me know. It's up for sale. I'm asking $700 for it. This is a super rare model. This was a kit you bought from the dealership. It was $50, and they would put this gas tank on and just make it look like a cafe racer, which is kind of neat. And I think that exhaust came with it. That's supposed to be a better exhaust. And that was about it. It was, and then the handlebars were a little bit lower. They put on different style handlebars for the, and I don't know, the CT90 handlebars were about the same height, and then the other bars were like an inch lower. But I wanted a more sleeker Italian look, so I went with these. I think they just look cooler. So it's a fun bike, and it was a fun process. I can't believe the thing. I had to bore the cylinder out though. It was bad. This thing was, there was no spark plug in it. It was stuck. There was a mouse nest in there. There was it was horrible. I really had to do a lot of work to take that apart. But it's all there now. It's coming back, and it's all back together, and it runs really good. It runs good. It's just for the smoke that just drives me nuts. So, but fun bike, really fun bike. Hope, just waiting on a chain now. That's the last piece of the piece to go on, so we can take it for a test ride. The only other thing I may have to do is put a new cylinder head on, or rebuild this one. The guides didn't seem too bad. I lapped everything in. I put a new valve seal in it, and she's still chugging oil, and I'm just not sure why. It could be the carb, or it could be chugging oil. It's weird. It's getting, the more I run it, the less and less it's getting there. The other thing I'm waiting on is the new set of points. I got a set of points that are close. They fit in there, but not quite perfect. So I'm waiting on that too. But at the points I have in there, she's a runner with those. All right. Well, hopefully we'll see. I have another new project coming up, and it's that Kawasaki G3SS 100cc 2-stroke, and that'll be fun to get that thing running. Those things were actually pretty quick for the type of bike they were.